I was sitting at Gran Betty's kitchen table, the one that always smells like Earl Grey tea and something polished within an inch of its life, when I realized something didn't add up. My money wasn't disappearing all at once. It was leaking, quietly. And the worst part, I'd already agreed to it. Darling, money rarely runs away. It slips out through doors you forgot to close. I almost ignored it. Then I looked closer. £5.99, £8, £1 and 20 pence. Again and again. Ghost subscriptions. It's not the expensive things that make people broke. It's the cheap things they ignore. That one landed. By the time we're done, you'll have given yourself a £50 monthly raise, and you won't have worked a second longer for it. And I'll show you the one setting that stops it happening again. That's when I stopped scrolling and started paying attention. Gran Betty believes money isn't about maths, it's about behavior. You don't chase money, you stop it escaping. Open everything, no guessing. Guessing is expensive. So I did. Bank app, subscription tab, transactions. And she made me read them out loud. Every single one. It got uncomfortable quickly. Do you know what that one is? Then it already knows what you are. A customer who forgot. They don't need you to say yes. They just need you to forget to say no. These companies don't remind you loudly. They bill you quietly. Silence is their business model. And busy people are their best customers. Most people never notice this. That's why it works. So here's what she made me do. And do this with me. Check your last 3 transactions. Just 3. I'll wait. Because Gran says, the truth about your money is always hiding in plain sight, and most people never look straight at it. When I came back, we didn't organize the list. We interrogated it. Gran Betty asked me one question for every charge. When did this last improve your life? Not when I last opened it, not whether I might use it, but when it genuinely made my day better. Usage is not value. Habit is not value. Only improvement counts. And suddenly everything changed. 3 streaming services. Are you watching 3 programs at once? Or just collecting monthly regrets? 2 cloud storage plans. Are your photos multiplying, darling, or your bills? A weekly charge of £1 and 20 pence. I didn't even recognize the name. Too small to feel. Too frequent to stop. That's where the damage lives. Subscriptions are just polite theft you agreed to and forgot to question. And just when I thought we were done, that one's the worst of all. It was a free trial I'd forgotten to cancel. Now quietly renewing every month. The most expensive things are the ones you still believe are free. Free is never free. It's just delayed. That one had been running for months. And I'll admit it, I almost kept one of them. Just because I'd had it for so long. Time spent is not a reason to keep spending. That snapped me out of it. Then came her rule. The one that made everything simple. If you hesitate, eliminate. No overthinking, no just in case. If it's not a clear yes, it's a clean no. Gran Betty's 24-hour rule. If you wouldn't sign up for it again today, it doesn't deserve your money tomorrow. And then, like she was handing me something I'd use forever. We call this the leak check ritual. Every 3 months. No excuses. We kept going. Unused app? Gone. Duplicate service? Gone. Free trial? Definitely gone. Fast decisions save slow money. Search your email for subscription and receipt. I did. And suddenly, more charges appeared. Things my bank hadn't grouped properly. Your inbox remembers what you forgot. Your money leaves clues. Most people just don't follow them. Now came the part most people get wrong. Canceling. I was ready to just unsubscribe and move on. Never leave quietly. Make them earn your absence. So we started canceling properly. And like magic, one service dropped from £6 to 60 pence. Another offered half price. Another tried to tempt me with extras. They only value your money when they think they're about to lose it. But cheap clutter is still clutter. And then we added it up. Just over £50 a month. That's £600 a year, and £6,000 over 10 years. Not lost all at once, lost quietly while you were busy living. She didn't sound angry, just certain. Time passes anyway. Your money shouldn't vanish with it. Somewhere in the middle of all that, something shifted. I stopped feeling like someone checking expenses, and started feeling like someone in control. I hadn't been broke. I'd just been distracted. Most people don't have a money problem. They have an attention problem. But attention is something you can fix today. She wasn't finished. Now we give it a job. So we set something simple. The moment money comes in, £50 moves out, automatically into savings. Not what's left. First, pay yourself before you pay the world. If you don't choose where your money goes, it will always choose for you. And then, this was the part she promised me at the start. The one thing that changed everything. She made me lock my payments. Biometric approval for anything new. No app. No service. No free trial gets access without me knowing. You are the gatekeeper, she said. Act like your money matters, because it does. Then she added one more line I won't forget. If it charges you automatically, question it manually. Convenience is expensive when you stop paying attention. And finally, she gave me the rule I won't break. Every 3 months, the leak check ritual. Same process, same questions. Because as Gran Betty says, if you don't review your money, someone else will revise it for you. Then she paused, just for a second, and gave a small nod. Like this was how it should have been all along. An hour earlier, I didn't know where my money was going. Now, it had somewhere to go. I didn't earn more that day. I just stopped losing it. And somehow, that felt even better. Quick check. How many subscriptions came to mind while you were watching this? 2? 3? That's not coincidence. That's a clue. Even while you're watching this, something is probably renewing. And if you ignore it, nothing changes, except your balance keeps quietly shrinking. Gran would say, delay is expensive, action pays. So take 5 minutes after this, and do it. Today. If you're someone who refuses to let money quietly slip through your fingers, like this video, share it with someone who keeps saying they need to earn more, when really, they just need to keep more. And subscribe. Because Gran Betty doesn't repeat herself, and what she teaches quietly changes everything. Comment done once you've checked your subscriptions. I want to see who's actually taking control. And before you go, watch Gran Betty's Money Wisdom series next. Because the way supermarkets are designed to make you overspend, Gran Betty showed me one simple trick that saves her £20 every single shop, without buying less. Gran Betty always says, look after the pennies, and the pounds will look after themselves. And one more thing she told me right as I was leaving, money behaves better when you pay attention to it. I think she's right. And I have a feeling this is one of those lessons I'll be hearing in my head for the rest of my life.